大家好，我是 Tim， 我们今天继续来玩霍格华兹的传承。哦，好，我们现在今天因为廖伯和不在哈，所以我们就自己来录。然后解析度，大家可能会觉得流畅度低了一点，因为我把解析度开到 4K 了。虽然说它自动侦测完，看一下我的这个画质，它应该是只有给到2K 而已，但是我觉得还可以。品质平衡，有个平衡好了。哦，好像有再顺一点，反正画面好像也没有差多少，还可以。因为基本上你把那个视野距离拉到10的话，它远景的一些细节，我觉得就有出来，大概整体画面就好很多了。所以看来这个1080这个显卡还是牛逼啊，还是看来还是之前还是一个比较普遍的、比较泛用的卡。虽然说那时候买的也不便宜，我记得我买的时候是1080钛要出之前，所以它还没减价，所以28000。我用到现在用了，等于是快6年了吧，还行呢。好，那我们就来跟这个费格教授对话吧，继续。因为我后来想说到处去探索，结果他的这个任务区域我什么都不能做。哇塞，怎么突然那么累个？哇，怎么突然掉帧掉成这样？哇，果然不能夸哎，那没有办法了，我只好改解析度了。刚刚才吹完，他这一代为什么没有全萤幕的这个啊？不行，我游戏得重开。那我再作死的跑一次看看。啊，他刚刚突然掉帧哎，现在帧数又还可以。可是这样录好像怕怕的，还是算了，我不想赌。我改个解析度很快啊。好了，我们又回来了。我把设定改一下。既然这个解析度，那我就可以开高一点了。然后我这个荧幕，我是用电视荧幕，Sony 的电视荧幕玩，所以它这个比较旧，所以它只有1080p 的时候才有支援 HDR。然后我现在把胶片颗粒关了，因为我觉得颗粒好像会有点影响那个边缘。为什么解析度是1280×720？What the fuck？ 哦，难怪我就觉得我画面好像没有到很好。它我1080p 它都给我自动降成67% 的解析度是什么意思？我刚刚还在吹1080，现在就这么不给面子。我觉得开 HDR 变得暗的地方好像有一点普遍过暗，我再调一下亮度好了。他一开始校整完亮度，后面就没了。 这样好像好一点，没有那么暗。好了，搞这么多没用的，好像拖到一点游戏时间哦。我们就赶快来继续主线吧，不然我什么支线要探索都不行。
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
我们是人间之血，我们就是尽可能的扯谎跟拖后腿，或跟扯后腿。
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
好，准备上课。我还是把 HDR 关掉好了。我刚切回桌面看那个颜色，我还是觉得怪怪的，怕到时候录的有问题。先去上个魔咒课好了。有些场景好像还是有一点掉帧，说不出来。
Revelio.
I will talk about this.
What are you up to now?
这呼噜粉。
Lumos.
啊，所以他这个要放开录模式才看得到里面的画。我好像没有让我要收集或什么的。有猫。哦，真棒！就不要到时候这个是那个，这个不要到时候是人变的。那个我忘了那个专有名字叫什么。 记得，因为我看电影，记得他大喊那个什么那个 shade shipper， 是中文，他那个翻叫翻什么我忘了，该不会是变形者或什么的？我记得是叫，好像小说还是什么，他那个直接音译叫什么阿尼格马斯，还是就叫阿尼格马斯？我真的忘了。
Off on another adventure, are we?
哎，这厕所啊
Revelio. Lumos.
我以为它可以，我以为它有互动选项是可以上厕所。
She's always showing
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Accio, think of this like... Very good! Don't lose your composure! Accio. That's it! Not to worry. Excellent control there. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
哎呀！
Focused.
Let us see this. Yes!
Very good.
Watch this. Phew.
Accio.
Keep trying.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Happens to the
为
best
什么我
of
觉得我
us.
拉的时候比较用力啊？
Here we go. Yes! Do not be discouraged.
这个东西怎么这么难控制？我操！
Watch this. Phew.
Accio.
That's it. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
这是不是在偷表？意思是魔杖体系很愚蠢嘛？
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
这个是不是在偷
You can use Accio on humans
偷凑那个
if you're so inclined.
哈利波特本传抢接骨木魔杖的那个桥段，一直就是其实没有魔杖也很强。
If you would.
还是这个真的是一个迷思，不晓得，因为这一部好像不是罗琳规划里面的内容。它这个体系不知道是怎么变，为什么这边放了个铁处女 ？What the？
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
该有回家作业。他好像会因为推挤，会往前跑啊，还蛮有趣的。
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
我刚刚忘了讲，那个教授是我刚刚看他的袍子，系在他前面的是2条蛇。那他这个是不是史莱哲林学院的学院指导老师还是什么？不晓得。
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe,
Revelio.
really.
支线可用。我现在有接到什么支线吗？
I miss playing gobstones on the kitchen floor with my cousins. Not the same here in the courtyard.
哦，这边的这个小区域做的还不错，休息区吗？
feeling myself at all. I'd swear someone put Glumbumble treacle in my tea.
I was distracted by face first into Adelaide Oaks the other day. Our books went flying. I think it made Peeves' entire week.
Then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boot and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
哦，非常的有 feel， 不知道该怎么说。
Revelio.
这个我好像有看到那个，我记得他好像我看到有文章推荐，这个好像是就是顺序，所以独角兽好像是2嘛，从左边数到右，数字是由0开始数的，靠腰。对，右边这应该是0嘛，是9头蛇。哎，哦，左边数。1跟5，所以剩是数7。哦，搞真久，他妈的
Revelio.
级长校服这么爽，刚入学就变级长，哇，真爽啊！
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
虽然可以快速传送，可是我想要这样跑一跑。 看一下这个校内的这个场景，
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
为什么他播影片的时候反他那个掉帧，不是反过来了吗？
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso!
Good! Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. I know.
This can't be
Protego. Stupid Pogo. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a life.
Levioso.
啊，慢了。
view.
Levioso.
Only all my students with a step. Watch your opponent for signs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle.
我们还是会
Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
对，他这吐槽电影嘛，我记得电影第1集好像就在学这个魔咒。
Revelio.
为什么每个教师都有个那个房间都是可以进去的？难不成他妈还可以？老师还有好感度。
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
哎，这不是狼人的标本吗？
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
他这个游戏的角色好像互相之间，好像互相之间并没有太对抗意识没有很重。你看，我们还可以跟史莱哲林的接支线去一些秘密结社。原著里面好像不同学院几乎是生活上除了上课以外，共同一起修的科目以外。 包含选修或者是其他的时间，完全是不跟其他学院的人感觉是来往的，还是说因为主角团哈利波特比较特殊，深悲谢海深仇，所以，活米村地图。 跟卫斯理教授哦，在那边啊，应该没有很远，就跑过去好。我觉得他啊，为什么我会掉帧？因为我把远景的细节拉太远。我觉得他是卡在地图，我视野拉低一点好了。这样应该好一点。 这样子远景应该还可以吧？应该是可以。
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
更多的作业。
I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor.
You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
当然是我们既然是要做格莱芬多之血，当然是要找史莱哲林的一起出来乱呢。
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Accio! Revelio! Accio!
Got it.
妈的，这还要瞄？我以为它有自动瞄准。
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Revelio!
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
这任务是不是反串？他从来没输过，所以所有跟他玩的人都因为输了之后，那多多石喷出的臭液变臭，然后他说是不知道为什么大家都很讨厌他。这反串吧，这任务。
Sounds as if you caused the smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Accio!
Brilliant. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, Wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
我相信这个咒语能用的地方应该蛮少，因为他所有做这个能够用这个咒语的时候，他都要弄一个动画出来。
Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that bro.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
I can't wait to have a nap in front of the fire in the common room later.
Revelio.
Sharp start class. I've earned it.
Pairs in the common. Closed my eyes for 2 seconds the other day. Woke up 4 hours after charm.
这边还有支持。
What am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating or solve the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Augustus Hill just wants you to buy something, though. He's always He's like a child with an empty pillowcase on Christmas morn. The last time I
everything from Disney seeds to shriveled.
蛮多支线可以接的。
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that. And now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
感觉起来都是一些收集跑腿要素，搞得跟Online Game 的任务有点像。
When I'm in Hogsmeade, I always pay a visit to Dogweed and Deathcap.
不管了，我们来解主线了。我赶快去活米村拿我的魔杖。
Revelio.
And the boys don't make it any easier. The noise from their dormitory, you'd think they were
I know to be not naming names, but some people bought a few too many tricks from Zon.
Well, fancy me.
Revelio.
有没有什么可以收集的？因为
How nice to see you, my young friend.
还蛮缺等级的。好吧。
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madame Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden...
那这个世界地图， 哦，还挺大的。不过好像都是在霍格华兹附近，不晓得会不会之后可以传比较远到一些其他特殊的区域。
What's going on? See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
这一段录音它是有好像有一点边走边喘气的这个。
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
I'm glad there's a Slytherin in charge of the school.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
直接发现他人物的脚，他是偏左边的，他没有那个。
Mr. Moon, he's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run. Huh?
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Revelio.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit compared to her.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
活米村地图也蛮细的嘛。3根扫帚啊，正中央。 像有比刚刚顺一点。我觉得它因为这个地图之前没来过，我觉得它是在载那个材质。因为这游戏你每次开的时候，它前面载入那个 shader 大概要5分钟以上，其实也蛮长的。这个不是以前那种在街头这边转那个招牌的吗？他这边用魔杖来转。
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
他这个魔药店的这个场景的材质有那么一点点卡通不真实的感觉，可是又好像有点精致，说不出来，很神奇的这个感觉。
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
哇，这么贵，随便一个小回神魔药这么，我先再买一罐好了。它这个单位是金加龙吧？不会吧？以前东西这么贵的吗？神奇萝卜，我们有要买什么农产品吗？
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds? Let me guess. You're after something fresh. Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Revelio.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
我刚刚那个魔药店好像忘了看一下有没有东西可以弄。他妈的
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Reparo. Accio. Lumos. Revelio.
Eh, 这个还不能开。
Revelio.
Do you think anyone has found it yet?
最后再去魔杖哈。哦，还是好掉帧啊！我都只开1080p 了。
Revelio.
啊，对哦，有解锁咒，我都快忘了，应该还没那么早学到。哦，它这互动竟然是上2楼。
Revelio.
为什么靠近的时候有人在滴，有那种呢喃声？怎么搞得跟那个电影里面的那个分灵体靠近分灵体的时候有点像？
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
and I too seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
最近日夜温差大，还是感冒症状还是蛮强的。
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
I should imagine she'd always have room for an extra cauldron.
Yes. 它后面那边是给去的吗？
Revelio.
他给去，我操！哇塞！你就放一个陌生人到他家里，到家里面随便拿。
Now, of course, my cauldron is made of brass. Your wife might.
Revelio. Accio.
A beginner's guide to
Merlin, blooming beard, not a
Revelio.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
月桂木，怎么不是接骨木？我要接骨木。不接骨木，我怎么做那个黑巫师呢？龙心弦，我看到那个4又1/3，4/3。其实我突然想到，我们的开场因为做那个马车，其实也跳过了一个很经典的桥段，就是那个9又3/3月台的部分。整体来说，我觉得就可惜的点，因为那些经典要素不能够当做一个没有看到说类似的过场啊或什么的，有点可惜，因为他那个我记得他那个时候已经是有火车的啦。哎，好吧，反正他这边应该是可以调嘛。环状
How intriguing.
蜂蜜中。
Curious indeed. How intriguing.
我就是要黑，这样才像坏人拿的。
Curious indeed.
这好像还不错啊。哎，接骨木，太好了。龙心弦好了。
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
我看他录多久。我回去跟塞巴斯提安对个话。跟他对个话，应该不会就回去了，应该他一定有事要求我们。
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
闪躲现在是 Control。啊，没按到。
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it. We'll wear him down eventually. What was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done.
Ah, 没按到 Q。
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Oh, 他是顺影过来的。
Oh, hello. Accio. A moment, if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
"那个是一只猫的包裹吗？我好像有点惊悚。
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about. Reparo. Revelio. Accio.
好像哪边需要修复？哦，这边。
Repairer。
哦，我把这边再对话一下好了。
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
那怎么这么累格？
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I could offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Hill, but I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
Nonsense! I insist! Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
这个好像还不错哎，马那500块。这个深红神秘装扮，
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
然后换个外观好了。 这件也还不错看，这跟我原本的有什么两样？哦，加进攻术，靠！我们穿这个看哈，穿这个好了。 因为我觉得级长配这个偷猎者大衣好像还可以哦，有一种粗犷的感觉。啊，太好，再配个手套。他这个魔杖竟然还有手柄可以加。
Revelio.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the 2 of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should go back to the castle.
你知道，我其实对女性角色套男生的声音，其实我觉得角色塑造好的话，我无所谓。为什么？因为在那个 Adult Swim 那个国外蛮有名的，我记得那个 Robot Chicken 机械姬好像也是他们频道的。那个 Adult Swim 好像有一个什么 Venture Bros， 中文好像，因为他那个是成人动画。我说成人动画不是李番，就是它就是给熟龄观众看的动画，所以台湾应该没有动画公司没有引进了。然后我记得他们 Adult Swim 对他们的版权的维护也很重视，所以他也不给你别人随便去翻译，或者是基本上他就把你当作是盗片的，哪怕你是帮他上字幕，他都不愿意。所以那个，反正它里面有一个叫，他那个角色叫什么？那个叫 Doctor 什么？等 我一下，我查一下。哦，反正不管了，我现在查不太出来，因为反正他就是那个 Monarch 的那个的，应该是结婚了吧，老婆吧。结果他就是一个他画的比较辣的一个角色，然后但是他是用那个很沙哑的男人的声音，就很靠背。我是已经习惯了，重点是重点他那个重点就是反串就很北蓝。对我本来就已经无所谓了，已经接受过洗礼。
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
交易厅在哪里？好，这样刚好。后面的主线我们就先那个。为什么角色有点驼背啊？有主线来邀请我们来那个。好，那我看我们这集就先到这边好了，这时间刚好差不多。我觉得游戏剧情的话，我觉得我没什么好挑剔的，因为魔法世界它应该不会后面有什么太大的阴谋了。但是它前面的这个悬疑感，以哈利波特来讲，它悬疑感一直都是蛮强的，所以你会一直想要过主线下去，想知道到底是什么，后面埋藏的是什么梗啊或秘密啊。然后我们的这个远古魔法之力到底是什么？其实，在本传里面，哈利波特他妈妈本身莉莉丝施加在他身上的，就是也是一种解释为这种远古魔法。所以他这边所以他世界观本来就存在这种远古魔法中有一点就是没有大规模使用，但是很强，但是又有一点就是有点那种。有点像武侠那样子神秘的那种，它不是随便大家都可以学得到，会的人也不随便教的那种，有点那种感觉。好，那反正剧情就还不错。然后我觉得那个史莱哲林的这个角色，好像塑造的有点太亲近他人，然后让我觉得有点很奇怪，跟以前看小说还有看那个电影。这种史莱哲林学院散发出来的那种气场就是不太一样，所以他这跟原著还是有点差。不过我觉得他角色塑造的，我不能说塑造，现在都还太早期，只能说他对白写的还可以，所以就还行吧。我觉得目前为止，我觉得游戏体验都还是蛮好的，也难怪这一游戏这一款会在那个 Twitch 上面直播，好像有破纪录了，所以看大家都蛮多，关注度也很高，玩的人也很多，所以。我感觉这款应该是可以个破千万的这种销量，我感觉对。现在是我们这种豪华版预购的嘛，等到明天是10号，它好像台湾是11号嘛，11号应该就正式的话，搞不好一下销量，搞不好又是1周内就好几百万份，我感觉会，我觉得有机会。对，好了，那以上就是今天这个霍格华兹传承的游玩内容了。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。